here. Hope all is well. Welcome to another vlog where we talk about all things living well and building a strong home economy from the soil up. You all, I have not been able to come here to you all from the garden in a while. It has not been very good weather, but today, it is absolutely beautiful. I am sitting in the garden. I am enjoying the garden. The sun is shining. Woo! And I love it. Sipping on a nice cup of black tea, chamomile. What else I have in here? Black tea, chamomile, ginger, and a little honey. I'm super excited to be in the garden today, and I just want to capture a little bit of what is happening here. I'm not doing a tent tour or update on the tent today, but I will show you the garden because it's beautiful. It's really doing well, and I'm super proud of how things are coming along for the fall. And I want to share it with you all, and I'll start right here where I'm sitting, right? And we will start with these towers right here that are growing so nicely. We have spinach here. We have bok choy in the second one. We have Russian kale in this third one. And we have lots of herbs in this other one. And I went to the farm the other day. I had a visit. I went to visit the one of our local farms, and it was so nice. I was so surprised not to see any animals, but nevertheless, some farms are just vegetable farms, and this particular one is vegetables. But they had some ginger. Spotted it, and I was like, "That's ginger." And I said, "Well, what are y'all doing with it? Just sitting back here like this?" He said, "You want one of them?" I said, "Absolutely." And look at this thing, y'all. That's the ginger plant that he gave me. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So he gave me that ginger, and I just want to walk and talk with you all about what's happening here in the garden. So, again, my towers are doing really well. The spinach and everything, all the green leafy vegetables are doing beautiful. We have the bok choy here. These are the baby bok choy. So I'm learning to make miso as my first start of the meal of the day, which is kind of like a broth and vegetable that gets the body going and has lots of probiotics. So I love to use bok choy for that. This is our Russian kale. Hey there, Russian kale, coming back, y'all, because remember, the bugs like to took it out. The bugs like to took it all out, and so it's all coming back, and I love the way it's looking. The leaves are really coming along really nicely, so I'm super excited about that. Here is our herb tower is still living. Even some of our, what do you call these? Nasturtium that my baby boy, my grandbaby loves so much is actually coming back. Some more kale, some turnips, some oregano, just beautiful. Hey, so yeah, I'm in the garden today. Just wanted to show y'all what's happening here. Thank you. This is oregano here, blueberries, and we're gonna take you out here. I'm gonna grab my cup. I'm gonna grab my cup. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna grab my cup and put y'all on this stand right here so that I can hold it properly. So give me 1 second. Let me get this camera up here so I can hold it with one hand. Okay. So what's happening? I'm gonna get my cup and walk with y'all, right? And blueberries, exactly. That's blueberries love to be together, so I put one here together as well. So I have been bringing my garden forward a little bit because I'm prepping some bags over here for the spring. But look at this. I want to take y'all through here. Hold on just a second. This is my patio garden. My container garden. So my container garden is on the lawn right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous with cabbage and kale and Brussels sprouts, and just absolutely gorgeous, right? Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is a container garden. We got broccoli. This is what I be telling y'all. that you could grow right on your patio out of these bags. This is my container garden. And I need to show y'all because we even have broccoli already producing. So this is kale, collards, broccoli, cabbage, some of everything in the container garden. This is container garden. Onions, more broccoli, dinosaur kale. We have Brussels sprouts, two in a bag. So I put things together, double the bag up, double the bag up. Look at this. We even have broccoli heads coming through. Look, tell me that ain't pretty. This is the tent. Y'all see them tomatoes in there? The tomatoes and things. The summer vegetables is in the observation tent. Okay, babe. In the observation tent with the tropical, so we can keep them. Our pollinator garden is still going. We have tree collards growing in here. We still have a lot of things going. And these are some bags I'm prepping today for the spring. And let's walk out here. These are just the winter garden. The spring garden is going to sleep. So I want to show you that too. It is going to sleep. This is our perennial garden. We're going to put some mulch down and let it just grow because it's going to sleep. Some things will go to sleep, but some things are evergreen because I have an evergreen garden. And this is all green things that will stay alive. I have blueberries on the home stretch. I got some more bags I'm prepping over here for the spring. This is a Brussels sprout bed. Brussels sprout. This is also cauliflower, celery, collards. These are my in-ground beds. Look at that cat again. Oh, I hate that cat. Ooh, he just likes to hang out here for some reason, but I don't like him here because of my chickens. Um, yes, I love it. Today I'm planting collards in here. This is my stevia bed I've put to sleep. I've harvested all my stevia and I have put it to sleep because it actually comes back as long as you keep it nice and warm. This is another collard. This is um, kohlrabi and collard bed here. So we're going to be pulling up our tomatoes today because they are not tomatoes, but potatoes because the leaves are looking kind of scratchy. So it looks like it's time to take them up. Over here, we have another collard bed, which is everything is looking really, really good. Again, that's our high tunnel. That's what my high tunnel looks like anyway. Everything in there is summer crops we are observing. No, not everything, because there's collards at the base of those too. We have collards and broccoli in there as well. This is broccoli here, another broccoli bed, blueberries, and a couple of beds up there we're working on, fireplace. Um, yeah, the garden is doing really, really well. I'm super excited. And here we have a cabbage bed. This is all cabbage, all planted out. See you next time. Thank you. I've got here some more broccoli and cabbage and spinach. Here we haven't. This hasn't completely died yet. This is the asparagus. Once this dies away, we will lay it down here on the home stretch and mulch it, and let it wait for next year to come on back to us. We've got chickpeas in here. We haven't gotten any chickpeas yet, but that's the chickpeas, right? We've got some mulberries growing over here. Some more blueberries, just patching things. Just can't wait to see what it looks like in the spring. More greenery, evergreen. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful evergreen. It's going to be kind of yellowy in the spring, so I'm excited about that. We've got some more blueberries back there, some more. Let's see if we got any kale heads. Yep, broccoli heads. There we go. They're coming in. I don't see any down there, but this one is definitely coming in. We've got some collards. This is our orchard that's going to sleep now. All of our roselle I've picked and harvested and made jam. I'm going to cut the branches back today and grab any last minute calyxes that are left and give the chickens the green leaves. That's like every part of this plant is edible. So I put it in there for my chickens to eat. Anyway, the orchard is going to sleep. So, but let's go back over here. I will show y'all the observation tent tomorrow because that's when we do that on Mondays, so y'all can see the difference between what is happening. Yeah, I need to come back over here. All these calyxes on here, I need to get them off. It's a lot still left. I'm gonna get them off today. But let's go over here and just peek. Let's peek inside. Let's peek inside the tropical tent. This is a window that I open so that it gets air every day. But it's beautiful. It's a lot of food in there. A lot of citrus, peppers, collards. Just beautiful. Beautiful way to test whether something will work or not. Actually testing and observing the environment. This is a low tent, and it actually has tomatoes in there. If you can see them. Tomatoes to see if they are going to live. And my God, they still got blooming tomatoes in there. Wow. I see them. We'll come back and talk about that tomorrow. We got the grapevines here. We're going to be putting those in the ground right here. We also got some broccoli right here, y'all. I don't see any crowns yet, but they're here. But anyway, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I'm so impressed with it. How beautiful it all looks. It's growing nicely. I'll take another walk through. I also planted at the base of them. I planted some seeds so that while these are growing and we are picking off of them, we can also have new ones coming in. So these bags, we're gonna put some fertilizer in today and let them sit over the winter in preparation for spring planting. So that's what we got today, y'all. And in the tunnel, let's see, in this little greenhouse here, it's beautiful. It's a lot of stuff drying, a lot of drying racks, seeds, harvesting. Yep, but absolutely beautiful. And today I'm really enjoying just sitting out here today because I haven't been able to do that in a while because it's been cold. It got cold, and I usually spend every waking moment out here preparing plants for others, growing, matching, getting seedlings started. But today, I just wanted to give you guys a real quick tour, really quick. Not a lot going on, but there's always something to do, right? Always something to do. What I'm most happy about is getting the garden to a place where I don't have to work so hard, because it was a journey. It was truly a journey to get here. The sky is so beautiful today too. It truly has been a journey, daily, like making sure I stay on top of things, thinking about what's next, thinking about seasons and when to plant, thinking ahead of the schedules, because even though spring comes, if you don't already have plants prepped for spring, then you're really behind the 8 ball. You're really behind. Maybe I shouldn't say that. You're really behind in the schedule, because when spring comes, you want to have plants that are already ready to go. So when you think like a nursery, if you think like a nursery, their plants are already grown. So if you're going to be like the nursery, then you have to think, how many days ahead must I plant my tomatoes? How to have nice start tomatoes that are nicely started and ready to grow by the time to keep from going to the nursery? How far in advance do you have to work ahead of that? And that's a very important consideration when you are thinking about growing a garden, whether that's fall, winter, spring, or summer. And honestly, in all honesty, I'm I'm thinking summer gardens are the hardest. They are the absolute hardest. And there's certain things I do not want to grow in the summer. I do not. I want to grow watermelons because they summer ain't no pest gonna bother them. I want to grow fruit, stuff like that. Nothing's gonna bother. Whatever the pests don't bother. I do not want to grow things that pests bother. Not in the summer season because that's when the bugs are out. That's when the pest pressure is the worst. Um, I've had a very successful year growing, and I've learned a lot along the journey. And I'm absolutely super excited about this fall garden because it's really absolutely gorgeous. I did a lot of fertilizing, which I didn't do last year. Um, but this year I fertilized and I gave my vegetables what they needed because, the ground, if the soil isn't cared for, if you're not nurturing the soil where the food grows, it cannot give you the nutrients that your food is supposed to give you. It can't, um, especially because environmentally, our soil, if it has not been cared for, or you have different systems that dump things, and or when they build things, they don't care for it. They put all kinds of things in the ground that seep into the soil, chemicals, sprays, all kinds of things. So when you are first starting and you are trying to grow, I absolutely recommend the bags because you get to decide what's in the bag, what soil is in the bag. You get great compost. You can put some vermiculite in it for air or for moisture, some perlite to give it air. You can give it some compost. You can give it some of your own compost that you make. I can make fish emulsion when I go fishing and get all the scraps. Make my own. I did that for 2 years. I made my own green organic no fish emulsion in a trash can this year. All green things, green leaves, green scraps, weeds, tea. It's a tea. It's literally a tea. All the scraps from from the garden went inside the trash can. Put some water in there. I was cleaning my vegetables in there one time. That's how it started. And I was like, oh, but I can actually make a tea out of this. So I better keep this. So I kept it and I just started putting my food scraps in there. Scraps that break down, of course, that turn green. It's a green, rich green tea. It's important to also know how you're going to feed your plants, especially as things are getting really, really, really expensive. So I encourage you today, if you are out there and you are listening, please, ma'am, please, sir, get started. Think about, you know, starting something for your family because we're seeing the handwriting on the wall now. And yeah, grow food, not grass. Okay? That's really all I have today. I'm gonna get off this live. Let me show y'all my lettuce though while I'm at it. Remember the lettuce in the bags, the baskets? That's the lettuce. Y'all peek that, okay? The lettuce. Y'all see that beautiful romaine lettuce? And the baby's growing in there. And I put some more seeds in there. so I could get me some more. While those are growing, there's lettuce growing all around. It's going to be a whole pot of lettuce. So, anyway, things are blowing and flying. Thank you, Sharon. I love it. This is my patio garden, my container garden. I have beds out there, but this is my container garden, and I am loving how it is turning out. So pretty. I'm about to plant some more vegetables today. Look at that sky, y'all. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. Yes, the sky is beautiful. What are y'all up to today? I've got black tea, ginger, and chamomile. Some good stuff. And I'm enjoying this wind, and I just put some strawberries in my freeze dry in my ooh, I thought that was one of them little geckos back there because they live here. I don't want them crawling on my shoulder. Um, I just put some strawberries in my freeze dryer. I'm going to pick up a couple turkeys and cook those. I'm cooking in season and freeze drying so that we have plenty of food while the turkeys are cheap. That's what's on sale right now. That's why I always tell y'all to eat within season. It ain't steak season. Steaks is look. I went in the market the other day, y'all. This is crazy. I seen a piece of beef for $56. I am not lying to you. I was like, what is going on with the beef? That is $56. I can't. $56. We better find something else to eat. I'm excited about my towers, though. They have a lot of food in them. It's actually amazing how much you can grow in a small space. Um, and I know that that's what quite a few of my friends have is a small space. So one of my goals is to make sure that I have a small space garden so I can show them how to grow in a small space. And this is my small space garden. I already showed it to y'all, but for those of you who are here and haven't seen it, this is my small space garden right here. Dollar Tree, all of them, Dollar Tree. These are Dollar Tree. You can have a whole garden with some Dollar Tree containers on a table. They on a table, y'all. I drill holes in them. We got spinach, Russian kale, all kinds of herbs, spinach, um, what's that? Bok choy, um, turnips, uh, what else? Flowers, nasturtium, everything in a small state, in a small space, y'all. I'm about to put these dinosaur kale in there. It's somewhere in the middle, so it can just grow, or deep inside one of those pockets, so it could just come on out. Put it down at the bottom. I was gonna put it at the top, but I think it'll shade things, so I'm not gonna put it at the top. That's it. That's the small space garden, y'all. This ain't but how much space right here? Not even 200 square feet. This not even 200 square feet right here in this green. Look, this this may be 100, 200 square feet. This green little patio is not but 200 square feet, and look at all that food out there. And look at all these bags for the spring. I'm prepping these for the spring. But y'all look at that. That is just that's a garden. Like literally a container garden right here in 200 square feet of space. And you shift them out every year, grow you some seeds. Y'all need to grow and make it happen for yourselves. Because, baby, the way things going, I'm just saying. Y'all wait till y'all see what's coming because I have an art exhibit coming, y'all. Inspired by my garden. I am also a creative. Not only do I grow food, I make clothes. I also paint. And I also paint, draw, and paint. Home decor, all the things, because I like home and garden. It's all about building a strong home economy. And as a researcher, as a researcher, you know, what I am trying to figure out, not figure out because I'm actually doing it, is bringing all of oneself to the space where you are. How do you bring all of you to the space where you are? And I am actually doing that and doing it well. So, because I start with research, right? So that's my terminal status. No, my terminal status living here on earth, right? My terminal status in heaven is a child of the king, right? But my earthly status here is a child of the king, but I'm also a PhD. Hi, Stacy. And so, how do you bring all of you to the space? Well, start with your terminal status. And so I've decided that whatever I do in life, it has to be led, research driven, community based, research driven, lived experience, right? Hello, Stacy. And so when I do that and I share research about a thing that I'm doing, then I'm bringing all of me to the space because I'm a researcher. And what does the research say about a thing that I'm doing? So in teaching others how to do that is use their lived experience. What problems can you solve? We're here to solve problems, people. We are here to solve problems. You know, we have a purpose on this here land, and that is God's problem solvers. We are his problem solvers. We're here to do the work. We're here to stand up for kingdom. Somebody got to stand up for kingdom, because, baby, all the stuff happening, somebody better come in here and stand for kingdom, right? So when you stand in your position, watchman, for the kingdom, then you are bringing yourself fully into the space to solve a problem. Okay, let's use two things. What if, let's say I have, let me use, for example, someone who is, who's making a particular product. Say, for example, you have a person let's just use water. Water is a natural resource, right? A natural resource that comes from God, like that's on period. And you got two people in the world. You have those who care about the water and those who compromise the water safety, right? So that's two people. The person who's compromising the water safety owns a company somewhere. I'm using this is a real life example. I won't call that company's name, but compromise the water, the safety of the water. And now you have conservationists who care about the water, right? So this is a person. This is a person who's went to school, they study water, they're conservationists, they care about that. Then you have this big company that is producing gases and things, and they dump things into the water. Two people. One compromised the water, one cares about the water. So one's working, caring, bringing forth that kingdom caring and compassion because they know people drink the water. People are harmed by the things that they drink in the water, right? So so you have to have your kingdom purpose to help solve the problem, right? So you got the conservationists and you have the big corporate big corporate company that didn't care at all, just dump whatever waste they in it. And now we got problems with PFAS all over the world. I know y'all heard about it. PFAS, the forever chemical that you can't get rid of with boiling water. Okay? So one's being used and compromising the water safety. One is being used for the safety of the water. So, what is your thing? What is your kingdom thing that you can use, that you've studied, that you bring your knowledge, your wisdom, and your knowledge and understanding to the table to solve a problem that also puts you in a space to stand up for righteousness? Think about that. Puts you in position to stand up for what's right, the kingdom right. Not everybody right. We can't fight for everything, right? Because everything ain't God. God didn't approve. Okay, so we have to be very careful. Um, but yeah, that's all I got today, y'all. I thought I'd just come and share because I'm outside with my shoes off. Why is this foot hurting me though? I have one of my feet hurt. It hurts really bad. It's just the whole bone hurts. But I just felt like some pins and needles like going through it. But this tea, it helps with the inflammation. Black tea, ginger, and chamomile with some honey. It helps with any type of inflammation. See, because I'm calling my body into rightful alignment because I was born struggling with arthritis even as a baby because of the forever chemicals that I just spoke about. I was a subject of research in 1963. My mama was a subject of research, which made me a subject of research in the womb trauma. So it affected me in ways that I've lived with, and I work daily to alleviate the effects of my mom having been a research subject. It actually happens. This stuff is crazy out here, what happens. But none of us are perfect. I think about some of the stuff I did, even. But anyway, that's all I have today, y'all. I am going to go in here and make some. Oh no, I'm not going inside. I actually need to get these plants in the ground before I go inside because if I don't, I'm not going to do it. Because I'm going to sit in there and get comfortable and I'm not going to want to do it. I'm not going to want to come back out. So I might as well stay barefoot out here while it's still warm. It feels good. It really does feel good. My chickens are out. Everything is beautiful. The flowers are growing. Just look around at all the beauty, y'all. Just find your happy, guys. Find your happy. Find your happy. All right? I want y'all to find your happy and live in that space, because with everything that's happening, it's very easy to get distracted from what God is trying to do in the earth right now. And that is to keep you focused on his arrival, for his arrival one day, and keep you focused on not getting caught off guard. Because sometimes all it takes is the wrong encounter or the wrong response to something, and you find yourself at the back of the line. So we have to be really careful and vigilant in this time not to find ourselves at the back of the line, because there's so much wickedness in the earth. All right. So anyway, I'm Dr. Eve, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Didn't come to stay long. I need to try to get off these lives when I just do what I need to do and get off the live. I'm working on that, okay, y'all? Until next time, this is Dr. Eve. Bye for now.